What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is Professor Anime coming back at you with yet again another video, and in today's video we are going to be reviewing Blue Exorcist Season 2 Episode 2. So, let's get right into it. So, with this episode of Blue Exorcist, there really wasn't a whole lot going on, and you know, when it comes to these first 3 episodes of Blue Exorcist, you know I stated this before in episode 1 and in episode 2, but I have to make this apparent for everyone out there just in case you do not get the gist of, you know, what is going on right now, because you are probably wondering, yo, this season of Blue Exorcist is really boring. You know, all I'm seeing is dialogue. I don't see any action. This is a shonen series, right? Yes, it's a shonen series, of course. And yes, there is action in this arc, but like I stated before, it's not until the halfway point. If anything, I think the main action that we will see in this arc will start around either episode 4 or 5. However, I'm leaning more towards 5 because, again, this is just, you know, characterization for the characters and, you know, slight build-up as well. Episode 4 will set everything up for the action, and then episode 5 will be right where the action starts. But that's just my opinion on how I think, you know, the episodes to come will be handled. But yeah, I know not a lot of stuff happened in this episode, to be quite honest with you. Mainly it was just character driven, you know, especially regarding the other characters. We see that Shamie and Izumi, you know, are sort of cooperating with one another. Izumi, you know, still thinks that Shamie is kind of a dunce, you know, which she is. She is really, but when it comes to Shamie, you know, she is thinking that, you know, she is useless amongst the group, and she can't even summon her own demon, like that little grass-like creature that she used to summon back in Season 1. And this is mainly due to the fact that she's not in the right state of mind right now. She's kind of depressed, and also she's not really confident in her abilities, and if a user of a demon is not confident in their abilities, or they just, you know, feel that they are inferior, you know, if they're not confident in their abilities at all, the demon will reject actually working with that user that it can, you know, that it could cooperate with. So that is why Shamie's demon hasn't really appeared yet. So we also have it to where in this episode we see that there is also Rin training, trying to learn how to control his flames, so that way, just in case he does not end up hurting anyone in the process, like how his friends, as of right now, think him out to be, because as we know, you know, Rin has been exposed as a demon to all of them, and, you know, they do not like it one bit, because they know that, you know, demons tend to inflict harm on others, and, you know, during the Blue Night, which Suguro, Konokomaru, and Shima were a part of, their relatives actually got killed or injured in the process. So, you know, they think that, you know, Rin will turn out to be like them and might hurt them as well. But again, you know, they know that inside Rin is a good, you know, a friend overall. It's just, you know, they are on the fence whether they completely trust him at this point, and will he ever learn to control his flames, you know, if he ever does. And that's why Rin is in this episode training with Shura how to control the flames. Also, when it comes to Suguro, Suguro is mainly the character, I would say, who gets the most development of this arc, just how big of a role he plays later down, and you'll see why, and also regarding his relationship with his pops. That you can already see that there is corruption sort of going down within the Suguro temple. That's what I'm going to call it as, the Suguro temple, okay, where everyone, you know, and Konokomaru's, Shima's, and Suguro's relatives are a part of. You can definitely see some sort of corruption is going down there, because they think that there is a spy or a traitor within the Suguro temple that is, you know, secretly doing some shady stuff behind the scenes that could involve, you know, them getting a hold of the right eye of the Impure King. So yeah, the viewer really has no idea as to who the spy or the traitor could possibly be. However, I have read the manga, so I know, in fact, who it actually is. But regarding that, you can see the corruption that is going down in the Suguro temple at this given moment in time. You know, everyone is kind of freaking out as to, you know, what could possibly happen later down the line, especially if someone gets a hold of the right eye of the Impure King, and whoever has the left eye, if they get a hold of that, you know, if we have someone from the Suguro temple, you know, collaborating with, you know, Toto, I believe his name was, the demon that we saw that has the left eye, if they are collaborating behind the scenes, if he gets his hands on the right and left eye, things will go down and it won't look good. But yeah, when it comes to pretty much everything else in this episode, we mainly saw just a little bit of character development with, you know, pretty much everyone around the group. You know, some of them are starting to, you know, be more confident in themselves. We see Shimi doing that. We see that Konokamaru, Shima, and Suguro, well, technically only Shima is, you know, warming up to you know, Rin. I mean, he thinks Rin is a really good person overall. He's not as uptight as Suguro or Konokamaru. Konokamaru, when it comes to him, it seems as though, you know, he also knows that Rin is a good person overall, but he is still scared of, you know, what could possibly happen to him or his friends, just like what happened, you know, years ago in the Blue Knight event that went down that killed his parents. So regarding that, and when it comes to Suguro, well, Suguro's a Suguro, you know. I know for a fact, you know, he's the type of individual that acts tough. You know, he doesn't want these sort of things getting in his way. However, at the same time, it is conflicting his relationship with Rin. So, of course, he thinks about this to some degree, but we all know that Suguro, you know, thinks Rin is a good person as well, like Shima stated. It's just, can he trust Rin, you know? So, we're seeing a little bit development with the characters, not too much, but they are starting to warm up to Rin to a certain degree. But yeah, that pretty much is the summary of this episode. A little bit of character development, build up to the corruption that is going down in, you know, the temple as of right now, and there is a traitor amongst the group who could be collaborating with Toto, who currently has the right eye of the Impure King. But that was pretty much it for the episode, okay? It was a good episode in my opinion. Just, again, not really a lot happened. But once, you know, the story starts to pick up in the coming episodes, I think a lot of people are really actually going to enjoy it. But they probably are thinking that, you know, these first 3 episodes are probably the weaker portion of what Blue Exorcist has offered to us so far regarding this season, because not really a whole lot has happened in terms of the action. But again, this is just build up for what's to come. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below on what you thought about this episode of Blue Exorcist. What did you think about my review? And also, if you're a new subscriber, or if you're a new viewer on this channel, please hit that red subscribe button down below if you want to see more anime and manga content from me, and you will never miss a video from me. That about does it for this video, everyone. Thank you all for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one. See ya.